I'd like to introduce you to 5 sisters. I call them the Delete sisters. The Delete sisters married 5 brothers, the Phil brothers, and so their maiden names, Delete, got changed to their new married names, the Phils. It's a silly story. Here's why I tell it to you that way. There are 5 techniques in Photoshop to fill. There are 5 shortcuts to fill, but none of them are given the name fill. They're in fact all given the name delete. There are 5 deletes that actually fill. Let me show you what I mean. The 5 Delete sisters. If you're taking notes, write down the Delete sisters or 5 fills. There are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can write that down on the side of the page. Number 1, when you make a selection in Photoshop and you hit delete, what will you get? I'm quizzing you. What will you get? Think about it. Answer aloud. I heard that. Somebody said transparency. Somebody said white. You never know. I'm going to hit delete. Oh, I didn't get either of those things. In fact, in this case, I got something. Oh, one of the brothers, the fill dialog box. I hit delete and I got fill. Now, no one guesses this correctly. If you did, congratulations, but your string of luck is about to end. The first delete or backspace on a PC is unpredictable. You cannot know what you're going to get. It's different depending upon the state of your Photoshop layers. Let me just cancel. Okay? If my background layer, there it is, my background layer has a lock next to it, and I pick the lock, I'm going to pick the lock by just touching it. I've just unlocked it. And now when I hit delete, something else happens. You see? The state of the layer has changed, and it requires a different kind of a fill response. The first sister I don't do. I almost never just do plain old delete. That's sister 1. Plain old delete or backspace. I don't do that. Instead, number 2, shift delete. And shift delete is how you are guaranteed to bring up that fill brother. The fill that you can manage. You can change the blending mode, which is coming up in week 2. You can change content aware fill or fill with the foreground color, which in this case is black, or the background color, which in this case is white, or pattern. You get the idea. You have choices, and you don't have to go full bore. You can do a particular opacity of your filling. Shift delete is the second sister. Not delete, that's the first sister. Shift delete's the second sister. She brings up the fill dialog box. Now, that's a shortcut. The long cut is edit menu, fill. Third sister. Now, before I do the third sister, I want to show you that I'm going to hit the letter D, plain old D on my keyboard. One finger, D. And when you do that, you're setting the defaults for fill with black, background is white. D is a shortcut for default, defaults. And you can get to that in a long cut by tapping this button. Oh, look, it says at the end of it, it whispers it to you in parentheses, D. D, plain old D, not Command D, not Control D, plain old D. So I'm going to hit D. Now, delete sister 3. Option delete or backspace. Alt delete or backspace. Fills, don't write fills with black. Write fills with the foreground color, whatever it happens to be set to right now. So Option D, fills with the foreground color, and Command or Control D, Command on the Mac, Control on the PC, fills with the background color. That's delete sister 4. We're up to 4. We have one more, and man, is it a good one. Oh my gosh, in testing and showing you all of this, I think I might have ruined my file. I don't know what I've done to my file. I got to get back in time. Boy, that's a big wink for future training. I could go to the File menu and revert. And revert is a big undo. It's a big undo. Okay, now, I'm not going to revert, because when you revert, even though it goes back to the last time you saved, you lose any new layers you've added since then, and you'll lose any new channels you've added since then, and any paths you've added since then, and so on. So it's pretty destructive. So let me show you a trick for getting what you want. You want to get back to your image without losing any of the things you've added since you've last opened your file, and that is delete Sister 5. It's not Command Delete. It's not Option or Alt Delete. It's not Shift Delete. No, it's all three. And I call those three, Command, Shift, and Option, the claw, because when I hold my hand in the proper formation in order to get, I look like I've got a claw on my hand. So I shortcut that and I write in my notes, the claw, delete. Command, Shift, Option, delete. On the Mac is the claw. Control, Shift, Alt on the PC is the claw. Claw, delete. What? It fills with undo. Delete Sister 5 is a miracle. She fills with undo. And if you've done something crazy to your artwork and you only have a selection, she will fill, claw, delete, just the selection. I love that bonus tip.